What's up, family? Welcome to NuubCast. Yeah, this is Blamus. And yeah, you're my family. I love you guys. You're so groovy. It's such a fun time hanging out together, watching StarCraft, talking about it. But wait, we're not really hanging out together. I'm all alone. Me and Algodi, the Red Terran. Actually, it's not true. It's not true because I'm here with Shadow Crone. Yes, the blue Protoss. Kicking it live on Tal'Darim Altar. This is a gold level replay flying at your face. Want to say thank you to all of you who've been sending in replays. You know, I made the call and you've been doing it, and my the guy who is filtering my replays for me is telling me good things. There's a lot of good games on the horizon. Looking forward to casting, and you know, just want to say thanks to those of you who continue to send in replays. Keep it up. If you have sent in a replay, I don't always do this, but I'm going to start doing it now. I think. In fact, I've never really done this until very recently. So, but if you send in a replay and it doesn't cut the mustard, I'm going to send you an email back and let you know why. What I don't want to do with this is try to get you to alter your play in order that your games might be more cast worthy or whatever, because let's face it, standard play, I mean good play, really good play, often, you know, it can be a little turtly. It can be you know, you focusing on macro, especially if you're not a pro. It's not going to be hyper aggressive. You know, so I'm not going to, and I've said many times that we're not looking for like turtley type games just because they're less entertaining or whatever. But I don't want you to alter your play style just so that you can get a game cast. What I'm looking for is that I want you to try your best to play solidly. But sometimes your opponent is not going to it's not going to allow you to just sit back and be passive. And you know, maybe your opponent is aggressive if aggressive is not your style of play. Maybe your opponent forces you into some really good defensive holds. Those kind of games are fine too. You know, that's totally fine. Anyway, but point being that is, if you do send in a replay and it doesn't make it through the sophisticated filtration system, hopefully I can. My plan is to let you know why. So, you know, and it'll be brief. It'll just be like, you know, sorry, keep them coming, but this one was a little bit too turtly, or this one was too one-sided. That really tends to be the big one. I think I probably reject more replays because the games are just completely one-sided than for any other reason. You know, if you get a 20 food lead at like 4 minutes and then it's a 20-minute game, and you know, that's the other guy never catches up, that's probably not going to get cast. It's just too one-sided. I'd like to see back and forth, like to see lots of action, just because those games are entertaining, but it just doesn't necessarily mean that your game won't get casted. So I want to encourage you to send in games that you think are fun, and we will let you know one way or the other. As you can see, we had a 1 gate expand into Robo and a 2nd gate here for Shadow Crone. Got the double gas up, gonna get that fast observer out. He's got his expansion up on getting that probe transfer down. Now his opponent here going for very fast ghosts, has the Ghost Academy out. Rare to see ghosts out so early at 6 minutes. Algodi not doing anything with his factory. Probably should send it out for some Scouting, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Man, I hate when that happens. The word is so obvious, but for some reason you are unable to recall the word you're trying to say. Man, really annoying. Anyway, we got lots of Marines, couple Marauders, and a Ghost out here. So Algodi looking to have that EMP ready by the time he gets across the map. Check out the energy on these guys. Already up over 50. One EMP is ready. The other one will be by the time he gets there. And wow, almost no units here for Shadowcrone. It's going to be really tough for him to hold this push. Pretty scary push for considering the position that Shadowcrone is in. If he knew what was coming, he'd probably be a little bit more afraid. He needs to warp in some zealots like yesterday. Come on. Stim is not done yet, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Are we going to get an EMP? EMP does go off. Misses. Hits two of the Stalkers, but now all of these other Stalkers do get hit with the EMP. That first EMP seemed really weird. It seemed like it didn't hit anything. Probes getting pulled off. All the probes from the expansion getting pulled off. Actually going to clean up a lot of these Marines. Shadowcrone needs a warp in here. He is in deep doo-doo. Loses the pylon and can't actually warp in out here anymore. He's got to warp in on the inside. 4 zealots coming out. Probably going to be close, at least enough to make these guys want to run away. And that looks like exactly what's going to happen. Algodi sort of running away, but going to come right back in here. Really wants to snipe this Nexus. Is he going to get it? Stalker's coming out now for Shadowcrone. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get it, and he is going to have to run away now. Not even kiting. Going to lose. Alright, now Shadowcrone focusing back up on macro, getting these probes out. Pylon getting worked in, and Algodi didn't lose either Ghost, so he's going to be ready to fire off a couple more EMPs any minute now. And Shadowcrone macroing up. He's on 5 gates, but one of them is not opened up. And behind that aggression, Algodi expands. Definitely like that play. We're going to see some. We've got another racks down with a tech lab, perhaps some more Ghosts. Only Marines being made right now. Oh, did I see a Hellion? Did I see a Hellion being made? Or was I imagining that? No Hellion out here. I must be imagining it. Lots of Marines streaming out, reinforcing. Are we going to see some medvacs? That's got to be my guess. We're going to see, oh, there's the medvac, first one training. He opened that warp gate. Finally, warp gate gets open. Going to see Twilight Council get down. More pylons going out. Shadowcrone actually supply locking himself at this point. Got the observer out. Going to see this coming in. No sentries out, so there's not going to be any force fields here. Where are the EMPs going to land? Oh, right in the middle. Got a lot of the Zealots and all of the Stalkers, but more Zealots warp in and they're able to flank, and it looks like, wow, really good hold by Shadowcrone. I'm surprised, actually. I'm a little bit surprised, because it looked to me like every one of those first rounds of Zealots got hit, and then the second one got all the shields off the Stalkers. But man, Zealot's still able to hold things off. It looks like he got one of the Ghosts as well this time too. But nothing doing here at the expansion. A little worried for Algodi. He's had this up for quite some time now. Still no SCVs mining from the expansion. Did he take SCVs with him? What am I missing? Okay, there's the... he had them on transfer. I was like, there's none here. Alright, he was transferring them over as I was looking for them. Medevac's going out. I don't think this is enough. I don't think that's enough, considering what we just saw. I don't think that's enough for Algodi to be able to take this out. But we do have more medvacs and a lot more bio units coming in. I would like to see Algodi getting after a third here. Shadowcrone, look at this. This is great. This is great. He knows the EMPs are coming, so he's hiding groups of zealots off to the side where they can come in. Charge is about to finish, and now these zealots will be able to charge in and flank this this group of units as they come up the gut. Probably this EMPs will go off here. And we got Archons forming. Oh yeah. Shadowcrone. Shadowcrone says, I ain't afraid no ghosts. Bring those suckers. I got you. Yep, Shadowcrone. We're gonna make it rain Terran blood here in a minute, I think. I would actually, I think with this zealot positioning, I would put the Archons right out here with the Stalkers and invite that that EMP. None of the Stalkers got hit. The Archons didn't get hit at all. Now just getting hit twice. But it's a little bit too late. The Archons don't lose all their shield, and as long as they have shield, they're not going to die. Yeah, Shadowcrone completely handling this. I don't think Algodi... I think he's just underestimating. Like, he's got +1. But he's underestimating the kind of force he needs to deal with the Protoss Gateway army. I mean, what, he had like a dozen units plus medevacs. I don't know. I would have thought, well, I play Protoss, so I would have thought he would have needed a little bit more, and I was right. But it looks like Shadowcrone finally going to be moving out. Got himself macroed enough, making a few more Archons to join the fight, and I think he is going to be pretty successful. Drop a couple of pylons, going to warp in some more guys. Algodi finally looking to take a third. I think he's actually a little bit late here. Last time he moved out and tried to be aggressive was probably the time he wanted to be planting that third, because look at this. This is a scary freaking army. It's only 120 food, but that is a scary army. Especially when you're behind 10 food as a Terran and you see a lot of Archons. This is not going to be fun for Algodi, I don't think. And here come the Zealots, and that's really what you want to be afraid of. And, oh, Algodi not stuttering at all. Setting off EMPs on the Archons when it's the Zealots that are right in your face, completely eating your lunch, totally picking your pocket, taking out your bubble gum, taking out your wallet, looking at the pictures of your kids, and just, yeah, eating face. Shadowcrone is not afraid of ghosts. I ain't afraid no ghosts. Hey, that was a fun game. Thanks, Shadowcrone. Shadowcrone sent in 9 replays. And surprisingly, A, it's rare for someone to send in 9 replays. B, it's even more rare to have more than half of them be like really good games, which is what my my replay guy, who shall remain nameless, told me. So 6 out of those 9 are probably going to get cast. So we look forward to seeing more from Monsieur Shadowcrone in the Gold League, trying to climb his way out. The season is over, if you hadn't heard. The ladder is locked, and so probably going to see maybe some platinum from Mr. Shadowcrone. Anyway, we shall see. Hope you enjoyed that game. Until next time, keep it up. Keep climbing that ladder. Oh, if you do want to send in more replays, of course, send them to NuubCast@gmail.com. Later.